Our team's project is called Travel Buddy. Travel Buddy is an adventure companion that keeps children aged 5 to 10 entertained while traveling. The game teaches them to be a good travel buddy by guiding them through airport procedures and then the geographic landmarks of their journey. So the problem that we identified with our project was that children get antsy during travels, causing additional stress for their parents and other travelers. Simultaneously, children can pick up on their parents' emotions, causing them to feel stressed too. So how can we improve the air travel experience for antsy children and stressed families? First, we began with user research. Through a Google form, we found that participants with young travelers felt that children needed to be constantly entertained, children didn't understand the seriousness of being efficient at the airport, children were easily scared by commotion at the airport, and they were often very stressed in order to keep informing children what they're supposed to be doing while traveling. We designed our illustrations and game elements in Adobe Illustrator. Then we designed a high-fidelity prototype with Adobe XD.
Starting with no experience in backend or Unity game development, creating a game that implemented our team's vision was a challenge for us. When approaching the idea of getting flight information in-game, we decided using American Airlines' API would prove useful. The script in our game will grab the data from American Airlines' online database hosted by an online app. We used Heroku. It searches the URL using the current date retrieved from the device playing the game. The script then retrieves the flight number, flight start, destination, and total duration time of the flight. The game will later use this data when the user is selecting which flight they are on through an auto-fill text box. As we had limited time, main points of the game were made in Unity without following the entire game process outlined in the prototype. Our Unity game starts with an opening scene, which then moves to the scene where a flight number would be inputted. Typing the flight number will retrieve the necessary information needed for the rest of the app. Due to our inexperience with Unity, we were unable to create an autofill text box to search through the list of flights retrieved from the database. With more time, however, this would be implemented. Once flight information is inputted by the user, the flight path of the plane would be retrieved through flightaware.com. This would be done by grabbing the elements on the page regarding to the flight path. Once the flight path is obtained, we would compare it with Google Places' API to find landmarks close to the flight path. We would find these landmarks through comparing latitudes and longitudes of the flight path with existing coordinates of set landmarks. Depending on which landmarks are unlocked through the path, different games will be able to be played. For demonstration purposes, an example of a landmark game would be the Grand Canyon, represented by a platform jumper game. Once clicked, the game would start and the user would be able to play as long as they want, beating previous scores and unlocking milestones. Each landmark game will be designed differently, with the same idea of a simple game with a theme relating to its landmark in mind.
Travel Buddy isn't just a game to entertain. It also keeps children who need cognitive support, such as autistic children, in mind. Simulating the travel experience will ease the child's anxieties while flying and make it fun. When they feel overwhelmed, Travel Buddy draws their focus to what the app is communicating and away from their surroundings.